AMC has confirmed this major breakout. We are above $40 per share. We crossed above our long-standing resistance level, which was the 50-day moving average. That 50-day moving average is at $40.19. So we have a clean break above that. We now have 4 major green candles. This is a bullish technical breakout at its finest. There's no arguing this. We are seeing a lot of volume for the day, already at 30.3 million for volume. But that's not necessarily what I want to talk about. I want to use all of this data that we have been going over, especially in last video, take a deeper look at the option chain, try to come to a reasonable expectation of where AMC could move. That is not to say it will move there or won't move there. It's just to say this is what the data suggests. This is where AMC could possibly go. It's not to say it will. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, not a financial planner or your dad, so don't base any trades based off of this. You will more than likely lose money if you are trading options in general, especially with AMC and just the state of the market right now. Anything could happen and throw off this bullish rally. Does not look very probable, but it could happen. So I want to go over that, as well as some breaking news that Adam Aaron did just put out on his Twitter, and I really want to explain to you guys why this is so important. But before we get into all of this information, which hopefully you guys find a lot of value in, my name is The Creative Investor. We are here to find you guys the best opportunities in stock, options, and or crypto, and whenever I find them, I bring them to your guys' attention, regardless of who likes it or who doesn't like it. So if you guys want to be a part of that, want to grow your net worth as fast as possible, hit that subscribe button for me, like the video, let me know down below in the comment section what do you guys think about this video and this information. Your guys' opinions are very valuable. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into this video. So AMC today, very volatile, up 6% as we currently speak. Just to be clear here, this bullish rally is 100% confirmed. We are above our major resistance level at $40 per share. This is the 4th green candle. This is the 4th major green day in a row. We did cross above this 50-day moving average, which is a huge sign for trading algorithms. So it looks like we're going much higher. If I were to imagine, by the time this rally is all said and done, by the time earnings comes, and 2 to 4 weeks after earnings is where we typically do peak out of, after history has showed us the last 3 earnings of 2021 have returned us 60% back here in March, returned us 1,000% in May, and returned us 100% last time around in August. Considering earnings are November 1st, I think this rally could easily push us to all-time highs. But I want to talk about specifically what could happen in the next coming weeks, because after earnings, it's typically 2 to 4 weeks until we do hit that peak price. So I want to basically look at this in the near term, because we don't know exactly what is going to come 2 months away from now, when we could be at our peak after earnings. Hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. Let's talk about the option chain, and what we're seeing on the option chain is definitely a major gamma squeeze that could be setting up. We did have a lot of contracts that ran into the money today at the $41, $42, $43 strikes. Overall, almost 2 million shares that will have to be hedged for by the market makers, but at the 44, 6,400 for open interest, 45, 13,000 for open interest, 4,000, 3,500, 3,000, 2,000, 10,000, 1,500, and then right here at the $52 strike, you're looking at 17,273 for open interest. So all in all, you're looking at millions of shares that will have to be hedged for by the market makers. And relative to the volume that we still see on any given day, which is historically a lot lower than what we have seen in the past, this option activity is going to play a bigger role into the price action increase of AMC stock. So if I'm looking at this as far as the data is concerned, the $52 strike is really the last strike you see a lot of concentrated open interest. Then it's pretty much scattered until about the $60 strike and the $67 strike. It's pretty scattered after $52. And $52.79 to be exact is where we did top out last time. So in the next coming weeks, I think definitely $52, $53 is reasonable and kind of what I expect. It's only about a $9 move to the upside where we are currently at right now. We did move $2.36 today alone. So I think if you mix in the FOMO buyers, the trading algorithms, the day traders that are buying AMC, we could definitely hit that $52, $53 mark here in the next coming weeks. That's definitely not MOAS status, But if this happens before earnings on November 1st, that could set us up for all-time highs after we do get earnings, because this earnings is going to be very, very important. So that was a little bit of a reasonable expectation, what you guys could expect. I wouldn't expect anything crazy. This is not the MOAS being confirmed. We are still I don't want to say far off from that, but I wouldn't get your guys' expectations up. Definitely going to make your portfolios look a lot better after this rally. Now let's get into what Adam Aron did say on his Twitter 5 hours ago. Praise be, October movie ticket sales results show cinemas are finally on the rebound. First 2 weeks of October, domestic industry box office grosses are more than 300 million and the biggest 14-day total since February of 2020, some 20 months ago. So 300 million in box office numbers in the biggest 14-day total since February of 2020. Hashtag the big screen is back. And why is this so important? Let me hop over to an article that was posted after AMC's last earnings. Let me read you guys these basically 2 paragraphs right here. So AMC Entertainment CEO Adam Aron has set an optimistic target for the 2021 domestic box office. During an earnings call Monday, Aron said AMC could post positive cash flow at the theater level as soon as the fourth quarter if the domestic box office reaches at least $5.2 billion. This means that AMC's theaters would generate enough money to cover all of its operating costs. And last earnings, we were really at that pivotal level where we were starting to see a couple big movies come out, but we are seeing a lot more now and a lot more that are set up to come out by the end of this year. So I think right now, guys, we could definitely see a positive free cash flow by the end of the year. And it literally makes me emotional because this company will then have positive cash flow, will be basically profitable. This will crush any short thesis on AMC stock. I think that's really where you set up for the potential of the MOAS. When there is no chance AMC is going down, you know, substantially in value, where short sellers would essentially be forced to cover on their shorts because there's no short thesis at that moment. They would be setting themselves up for way too much risk. That's really where we could be looking at the MOAS. So by the end of this year, it does look very likely to see the MOAS, especially if this earnings call is a great one and the next one is even better than that. And by the fourth quarter, we will be getting those results, you know, the first 3 months of 2022. So I shouldn't say by the end of this year, but by, you know, the first quarter of 2022 looks very encouraging for the MOAS in my personal opinion. Obviously, don't hold me to that. That is only one guy's opinion, just speculating out into the future. Now, why this is all so important is because AMC Theaters is the biggest theater chain by the number of screens, and this was as of February 2020, obviously by the number of screens. And a lot of these movie theaters did not do as well as AMC, as they have expanded and actually bought some of the highest grossing movie theaters in California and New York. And their number was at 8,043 screens. This is obviously a little bit higher now than it was, and some of these are probably a little bit lower. So why it's so important, the domestic box office numbers, obviously domestic meaning America, right, is because AMC is the biggest beneficiary of this. So if we're seeing good numbers, we're seeing record after record being broken, that means that AMC is going to have some of the best numbers that they have had in years, possibly before the pandemic even did start. In my opinion, we could gross over 1 billion of total revenue this quarter. So all in all, this is a great sign. I wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. The business of AMC is exponentially better than it was back in January, and even what it was last quarter. A lot of analysts are saying, hey, the valuation of AMC does not look as stretched as it was. It's still a little bit stretched, but it's not as bad. Definitely not a short thesis to support about a 20% legal short interest, not including synthetic short positions or naked short positions. So that's going to be all for this video. Stay tuned for further videos. We have a lot more to cover around AMC throughout the rest of the day. If you guys liked the video, the information that was provided in the video, hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know down below in the comment section, what do you guys think about all of this information? What is your price target for AMC? Do you think we're going to break out past that critical level of $53 per share? Really, $52.79 per share. Let me know that information. Your guys' opinion is very valuable. Like I said, I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. If you guys do want to support the channel, if you're not signed up with Public or Webull, links down below in the description of this video to do that, as well as if you guys want access to to all of my trades in real time. Check out the link for the buy and sell alerts. We have been killing it over there. Just made a trade on DraftKings I think could be a big winner, as well as a trade on Robinhood probably by the end of the day to cover the share lockup period, as well as earnings on October 26th and the 27th for the lockup period. That should print massive tendies as well. So if you guys want to be a part of it, link down below in the description of this video. So that is all. I will see you guys in the next video.